While Moses is on Mount Sinai receiving the law from God, the people below begin to grow impatient. They cannot see Moses. They cannot see God. And so they demand something visible. Make us gods who shall go before us. Aaron gathers their gold. He commands the people to tear off their gold earrings, melts it down, and forms a calf. And suddenly, the people who were delivered from Egypt begin worshiping an image made by human hands. This is not just idolatry. It is a complete reversal. The God who freed them is exchanged for something they created themselves. And this is why the golden calf matters so much. Because false worship always begins the same way. Humanity reshapes God into something manageable, visible, controllable, something made in our own image. There is significance in using the earrings. In Hebrew, the ear represents obedience. Removing them metaphorically signaled their abandonment of listening to God's voice. And the calf itself is significant. In the ancient world, bulls and calves symbolize strength, fertility, and divine power. It also mirrors the Apis bull, an Egyptian deity, symbolizing the people's return to Egypt in their hearts. Israel is not abandoning religion. They are attempting to worship God on human terms, and that is the danger. Because true worship is received from God, not invented by man. This is why the commandments came first. God himself defines how he is to be worshipped, not human preference, not convenience, not emotion. And when Moses comes down the mountain, he sees the people celebrating before the idol, so he breaks the stone tablets. This is not uncontrolled anger. It is a visible sign that the covenant itself has been broken. Then Moses does something else. He returns up the mountain and intercedes for the people, standing between God's judgment and Israel's sin. Again, Moses becomes a mediator, a foreshadowing of Christ, because humanity repeatedly falls into the same pattern. The sin was not in the making of the object itself. As we saw in the making of the tabernacle, images are not totally forbidden. The sin was in the worship of the image, using it to replace God, turning away from God. But Christ becomes the true mediator who restores the covenant completely. And there is another lesson hidden here. The people grew impatient waiting for God, and impatience led them to false worship. The same danger remains today. Whenever worship becomes centered on ourselves, whenever God is reshaped according to our preferences, the golden calf returns. The story is not just about ancient Israel. It is about the human heart. The God who led them from slavery wanted covenant relationship, but the people chose something easier, something they could control, and that temptation still exists. The golden calf reveals the danger of worship made in man's image. Instead of man being transformed into the image of God,